Hello everyone, and welcome back to Game of Thrones Kingsroad. And in the last episode, we made our way here to Winterfell, and actually we are just meeting Ramsay Bolton and Roose Bolton as well, who actually saved us. I think Ramsay was maybe thinking about throwing us in with his hounds or something like that. But anyways, in the last episode, I did kind of mention, at least I think it was in the last episode, I mentioned that I would be trying to get into the partnership program with the developers, and they actually accepted me. So, in the comments, you should be able to find a link to support me on there, and it'll only count if you make in-game purchases after you have supported me on that account. I'm not going to say that you should do that or you should not do that. Personally, I think if you're going to play the early access, just get the early access package and, you know, make the use of that. Otherwise, just wait for the full release, and then you could always make a small purchase if you are playing the game enough. But I can't really recommend the freemium model. It's just not something that I feel very comfortable with telling my viewers to do. But it is an option if you actually so choose to do that. So, with that out of the way, I did also mention in the last episode that we would be having a little bit of an issue with the total power of our account, because in order to actually progress in the main story, you have to kind of progress either on your alternate accounts, or you have to spend on your main account, or character, I suppose is what it's called. So actually I did some more progressing on the assassin character, and because of that we are incredibly powerful. You can actually see in my character info we have 19,290 momentum. We only need like 4,000 right now in the main story, and I've already de-equipped all of our jewelry. I've de-equipped like artifacts and all of that stuff. This is as low as I could get it. So for right now, what I actually decided to do is I reset all of our traits and reset all of our skills, and hopefully this will at least make things maybe not difficult, not for the time being, but might at least level it out and make the fights moderately interesting. Oh yeah, so this is another problem with the kind of this model that they decided to go for here. I think that this had heavy potential to be, I mean, if you remember at the beginning of the game, it was kind of almost a hack and slash. But later on in the game, it basically just becomes who has the higher total power, and that's basically it. So, you know, it is a thing, and it's a thing that you just kind of have to deal with. But either way, at least the game design for the main quest and the side quest is pretty good, it seems. Like I said, I have not actually been paying attention to the main quest. I was just kind of pushing it and skipping all the dialogue, and that is what I wanted to show you guys, is how the main quest is, because I think that is where this game really shines, and hopefully the game developers realize that that is the strength of this, and not all of this freemium stuff that I think really brings down the replayability and all of that, because you are just kind of forced to spend money if you even want to play, and I don't think that it is really worth it to spend $10 to play for an extra 5 minutes. That is, you know, that's just my opinion, but, you know, everybody is welcome to play how they choose. But either way, we are going to get started on this main quest, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I do.
My thanks, my lord, for your mercy.
Don't be so sure. Your gambit brought you to me, though it nearly cost you your life. What news from Renan's Rest?
My father asked me to present this to the king.
Curious that your father thinks so highly of you. Most bastards couldn't dream of an opportunity like this. Regardless, I don't see the harm with indulging, Sir Marek. The North is in shambles. I need my men here. You, however, might be just the one I need.
Father, you cannot mean to—
Lord Tallhart is massing armsmen on his borders. He sent a knight with some men to settle the situation. They have not returned for weeks. Find out what the delay is, and I'll see about your father's writ.
Who is it I'm looking for?
The knight is named Emil. A cousin or such of Lord Karstark, I'm told. 20 men, in case he'd have to enforce his lord's peace.
What do you suppose Lord Tallhart is planning?
Torrhen Square was attacked by the Ironborn not long ago. We have, of course, taken it back. But Lord Tallhart is still dealing with the consequences of his negligence. That might require a rallying of banners, but not to the extent my scouts have reported. There are many men in the north who, much like your father, were exceptionally loyal to House Stark. Some of them might get ideas in their heads, if left unattended. I think you would agree that it is best for us to attend to them. Of the North.
I will leave at once.
Okay, so it seems we're gonna have to play errand boy a little bit for Roose here, and this is definitely a bold thing to do, but we'll see how it goes.
Ramsay was bleeding us dry, demanding tithe and using those bandits to take everything else. I'm ashamed of what I've done, but...
Okay, that was a little awkward. Apparently those weren't voice lines or something. I'm not really sure what happened there. Anyways, as I was saying, it is a little bit bold, I would have to say, to have us be kind of a servant to maybe one of the more hated families, certainly in the series. So we'll see how this plays out and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. This is a bounty, and we can go ahead and kill him later and get some extra trait points that may come in handy. But we're gonna go ahead and get going and meet up with this knight named Emil.
Hold it. Lord don't want no visitors.
I am under orders from Lord Bolton. Clear the way.
To arms! Torrhen Square is under attack! All who can fight, hold them back at the gate! Do not let them reach the keep! Proud and free!
That necklace you've got there, it's a mark of honor among the mountain clans. See those markings? Each one of them is a story or a victory of the wearer. Losing one on the battlefield is a humiliation. By rights, only their best should be allowed to wear it. If the clan sees it with you, it may just get you to their leader. That'll be your chance to end these attacks.
Okay, that was maybe some of the best voice acting so far. The guy who was calling us to arms at the gates there, that accent was just absolutely perfect. Oh, I'm supposed to pick up something over here. Yeah, that was so perfect. Then in that cutscene right there, that guy, I don't know, he seemed like he had freakishly large hands for his body size. That was kind of funny. Make our way over here though.
One of your best faced me at Torrhen Square. He died whimpering like a pup. If anyone here can fight at all, take it from my corpse.
So you're the one who butchered Claw? Then I, Cohen of the Greywolf clan, will take your head and take back my brother's honor.
All right. But if you lose, the clan calls off its attacks.
Ha! Only the Stel speaks for the clan. But this raid, I'll see your wager. Now think quick!
Okay, it seems like that wasn't voice acted either. If there are a lot of those conversations, I will start manually, reading them off to you from the subtitles. But otherwise, just keep an eye on the subtitles at the bottom of the screen. Maybe some of these lines are not voiced, but other ones are. It seems like that's going to be the case, but we'll just have to see how that goes.
You have my thanks, warrior. Under whose banner do you ride?
I ride from Renan's Rest.
Ah, Marok's Bastion. I heard your brothers were slain at the Red Wedding. My condolences.
Thank you. Father wants me to carry the family name in their stead.
I wish you good fortune in that endeavor. What brings you to Torrhen Square?
I'll need Lord Bolton's assent if I'm to be legitimized as Sir Marek's heir.
And so he gives you an errand. You shame your father, working for that craven dog.
I have little choice. Father's out of heirs and out of time.
Sad state of affairs, that is. But we won't have to deal with the Boltons much longer. Not if we true Northmen have anything to say about it. Very well then, messenger. What is our liege lord's concern?
Lord Bolton sent me to investigate the buildup of troops on your borders.
Do you take me for a... Tell him mountain men are pressing into my hold. The Greywolf clan. We have lived in peace with them for 100 winters. But lately, the Stel has been attacking our villages. If it's not the Ironborn or the Boltons, it's them.
I would not have expected the mountain clans to attack you, Lord Tallhart.
Nor had I. Yet, one day they were setting fire to the villages under my protection. I won't stand idly by.
Are you sure that is all, my lord?
You know damn well anything more than that would be considered treason. Don't be surprised if my soldiers do not return to their homes, even after this business is settled.
Lord Bolton said he sent a knight to investigate.
So he did. Pompous prick by the name of Emil. He led his men into the Wolfswood. You may find him at Wolfswood Village.
I've spent a lot of time in these woods. I can find my way around.
And my men stay where they are. If Bolton's so worried about my forces, I'll send a raven ahead. That should shut his shit spewer.
Alright, well, I like that guy. I keep forgetting, too, that our brothers were actually supposed to be butchered there at the Red Wedding, so this is even crazier that we're choosing to work for Ramsay, even, well, Roose, even if we need to be legitimized. It seems like it doesn't really matter because we're going to have to make our way to the king, King Tommen, in order to actually become legitimate anyways. So I guess the only reason is that because Roose is the Warden of the North, maybe we need his permission to actually go to the king. I guess that seems to be kind of the deal here, which actually makes a lot of sense. But either way, this is definitely not, you know, the set of events that I would have expected from this game. It's definitely, you know, a different way of doing things, I suppose. Either way, let's go and continue on.
Welcome. Don't reckon I've seen you with Tallhart before.
I'm here to perform Lord Bolton's duties. Your town looks rough. Were you attacked recently?
Twice in the last fortnight. They burn our huts and take our men. For what purpose, I do not know. We have nothing to offer.
Can you tell me more about the clan attacking your village?
The Greywolf clan. They are led by a man named Stel. Lord Eddard Stark treated him and the Greywolves the same as any other house. We never had any trouble with them until the Boltons moved in. Now it seems they consider everyone who doesn't stand with them their enemy.
Is the knight Lord Bolton sent here?
Emil's over there. He likes to be called Sir, like a proper southerner.
You, turn back and head south. This place is too dangerous.
I'm here on Lord Bolton's request. I heard you're short 20 men.
I am. Lord Bolton sent me here to settle things. As long as the mountain men breathe, Tallhart has an excuse to rally his troops. I can't return to Winterfell without results, or Lord Bolton will have my head.
And he's like to take mine if I only have bad news.
I see the gods have given you some wit, at least. If your sword arm's good, we can both walk out of this with our heads attached to our shoulders. I know where the nearest camp is. I was just on my way there.
Lead the way.
Thank you. I will not forget your kindness.
You've had training. Where from?
My father at first, then Great John Umber, and then simply trying to stay alive.
Not yet. We can't leave these people defenseless. That was a Stel of Greywolf. A bear in the skin of a man. He's the one who ripped apart my men. But he didn't bother to save his own.
That's not the way of the mountain clans. He wouldn't get in the way of his clansman's own honor.
Perhaps we're beneath his notice. For now. But he'll notice us soon enough. Our blades are sharp. Face me, Stel! I demand justice for the blood of my men!
Stay your hand.
Run back to your thatched huts, Bolton dog. These woods do not belong to you.
I only want to talk. These attacks must stop. These people have done nothing wrong.
These people have betrayed the North. They lick Bolton's boots, and thank him for it. Even the Tallhart has forgotten the way of the North.
You are mistaken, Lord Stel.
If you have something to say, speak! So, you were just stalling for your master after all.
Come, heal. Dear friend, Father was worried you were making new friends. Though it seems you've mostly been making corpses.
I was trying to come to a peaceful solution. The Elder of Wolfswood Village said Bolton occupation is bringing the clan down on them.
I think you have that backwards. My men are only here because of their warriors. Seditious words for someone my father just let loose.
I was with Sir Emil since I set foot in the forest.
Ah yes, Sir Emil. Lost all the men under his command and had to make do with you, I see.
The mountain clans are ferocious warriors.
Yes, yes, ferocious and noble, no doubt. My father didn't ask for excuses. He asked for results. I do so hate to think of what he would do if you return empty-handed.
My lord, please, I beg of you. We can still bring this to an end.
The clan is wrapped in tradition. The Stel might answer a direct challenge.
All right. Quickly then. Bring his head to Winterfell before I run out of patience.
Oh there! Best we make our own way forward. I believe we both have something to prove. Whoever finds a Stel first challenges him.
That one doesn't know where to stop!
Best find another necklace for them to challenge the Stel.
The bloody mummers send a pair of hairless dogs to do a dire wolf's work. I won't bother with your name, you dissoled codpiece stain. The old gods won't miss another bird crushed under my boot. At least give me a better fight than this snap twig! Refuse this honorable death, and you will die slowly.
I will accept the challenge.
The old gods are watching, traitor! You call yourself a northerner! Serve your honor! Hold steel in those spikes! You fight well, but it won't save you! I won't bend any knee to those mummers.
House Tallhart is not your enemy.
They might as well be. The way they grovel in the dirt for the Boltons.
The North remembers, Lord Stel. It remembers the power of the old gods. It remembers the horrors of the long night. It remembers the injustices inflicted upon it by the Barrow Kings, by the Lannisters, and by the Boltons at the Red Wedding. It remembers how generous Lord Eddard Stark and his entire line before him was to them. Lord Tallhart hasn't forgotten either. Speak to him, and you will see.
Aye. Aye. The Tallhart will have his talk. Been a Stark in Winterfell since there were giants in this land.
Be that as it may, Lord Stel. Nobody knows where Rickon Stark went. Lady Sansa and Arya are missing too. The Stark family has no heir until we find them.
Am I interrupting?
Timely arrival, actually. Lord Stel was telling me of your duel.
And what a duel it was! My sons tell me your father is the Marek of Renan's Rest, aye. Aye. Thought I smelt the beast's blood. Good man. But looks too southern for my taste. We have spoken of the Stark until you came. The Tallhart tells me he and many of the settlers still honor the Stark. The Lord could have a ruse to confuse the Bolton.
If Roose starts breathing down our necks, there won't be a march against Winterfell at all.
We will maintain a stalemate. That will explain the Tallhart soldiers.
We must be able to count on your discretion.
Lord Bolton ordered me to find Sir Emil and deliver his report. Sir Emil experienced firsthand what a fierce adversary the Greywolf clan is. I will report that it is no wonder Lord Tallhart requires more men.
Aye. Aye.
Choose your words carefully. Roose Bolton is as cunning as a fox.
We will know when you plan war. The Boltons will suffer us. And you, my friend, you are a true northerner.
My thanks, my lords.
You have returned, alive, and none the worse for wear, I see.
I found your knight, Sir Emil. He didn't make it.
Unfortunate. He was headstrong, but loyal. And what of Lord Tallhart's troops?
House Tallhart was amassing men to defend the small folk from mountain clan incursions.
I would remind Helman of his place at Torrhen Square. He has too few men to protect himself, especially if the Ironborn return.
Lord Tallhart assures me he is taking care of it, my lord.
Tallhart is keeping busy, at least. We'll let him think he's won some reprieve for his house. Emil's helmet. His household will appreciate it. Leave it on the table. And think again before you pull out that parchment of yours. The only result you produced is a bloodied helmet. I will think on your request. Now be on your way.
Roose Bolton might be the most powerful man in the north, but even he seems to struggle to retain control. The mountain clans had been warring with House Tallhart, accusing them of breaking the oath they swore to the Starks. Now they're unified in their hate for the Boltons, and the Boltons in their dislike for my house. It'll take more than solving a border skirmish to earn Roose's trust.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Mr. Torrhen of, Winterfell. As I'm sure you are aware, Lord Bolton is a busy man. But any Meister would agree that there are many jobs for one with your set of particular skills.
If you'd allow me, my lord, could I not be of further service? With Emil's untimely end, it seems you're short one retainer. Yet here I am.
An interesting proposition. Most would be eager to be away from here.
Your lordship still needs a show of northern houses supporting you. And I still need something from you as well.
Your mind is slower than your mouth. I am owed my realm's support. The men in this castle have proved their mettle more than you have, bastard. Your audacity will get yourself killed quicker than your dear father's disease. And without any allies or renown, your house will collapse to the dust it rose from.
I will not let that happen.
We shall see. For now, I'm sure you'll find use for that confidence at the Dreadfort. The steward I left there has a cutthroat problem.
Your steward? What kind of problem?
His name is Renan. And he has been less than forthcoming about the nature of the raids. I know they're not Ironborn, but that is all. I do not have the men to spare, and not a black shield to investigate. Ah, and you'll pass the Lonely Hills on your way. There's been some reports of attacks there as well. Begin your search there. That will be all. I trust I don't need to have you escorted out.
Okay, so that is where we're going to call it for today. So it looks like we're going to have to travel to the Dreadfort now, and on the way, stop at the Lonely Hills. Now, I have to say, I was not really expecting that we were going to kind of play both sides here. That is actually really, I think it was actually pretty good writing the way that they managed to make all of that work out. So we're just kind of manipulating Roose to get what we want from him without actually sacrificing the North under the, the Stark loyalty and everything like that. So that is definitely more what I was expecting to start with, but it was starting to look like it was going to be impossible to actually have that happen, and it looked like we were maybe just going to be siding with the Boltons, but it looks like we're taking a little bit of a different path. So in the next episode, we will be heading over to the Dreadfort, and otherwise, that is going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.